There's been a bit of a hoo-ha in the cycling industry because 40mm tyres have been suggested to be the best. But are they? Do the pros even want them? Or do they just want to go back to the good old days of running 23mm tubulars at 130 psi with rim brakes? Let's go and find out. 40mm tyres, we've seen them being floated about. Could I tempt you to them right now?
Maybe when it's a wet Roubaix, but I think now we were running the 32s and they were really smooth on the cobbles and for sure on the asphalt, on the normal road, they were really fast and I think it's a good choice, but maybe in the future.
And as a rider that has just finished Roubaix, you must have mad respect for the guys that used to race this thing on 25mm tubulars at however hard.
Yeah, it's crazy if you think about it. But cycling is still improving, and so are we.
Thank you very much. Well done today. Eh? Rosa, 40mm tyres, you come from the gravel world, very common over there, even bigger. What about for Roubaix?
I mean, if you ask me, the wider the better. But there's a radio check. Yes, I'm here. But we are rolling with 34mm tyres today. And
very low pressures for you guys today, for a 34. But if Canyon made a road bike that would take a 40mm tyre, would you consider racing it?
I think so. If it was only up to me, I think I would definitely consider it. I mean, I'm a huge fan of bicycle rolling resistance, and if we check these web pages, we can see that there's actually wider tires that can have like a lower casing and that actually roll faster than the narrow tires. So I would definitely be interested in checking it out and testing it.
And I suspect I know the answer to this final one, but 23mm, 130 psi rim brakes, would you ever go back to those days?
Absolutely not.
Out. Your team has made some significant changes to the equipment for this race. How was the bike today?
The best.
And that's a great answer. You're quite a forward-thinking rider and team, actually, when it comes to the equipment. How much do you want to see that keep progressing?
It's like asking a Formula 1 driver if he wants to drive the car from last year. You know, we all want to improve and we all want to make the equipment better for next year. And we keep pushing to make everything better and better.
So what tech secrets are we going to see next year, do you reckon?
We're not there yet.
Nice one, mate. We're now here with Lizzie Holden. 40mm tyres, does it scare you or are you like, yes?
Honestly, for this race, I think the wider the better. Maybe mountain bike could also be an option. But...
what about for just general racing? 40mm, take those comfort gains?
Yeah, I think I would. If it's like marginal between the performance gain and loss, then I think if it improves safety also, could be a better option, but yeah.
And would you want Colnago to make a frame that could fit those 40mm tyres? I'm not convinced that, you know, a heritage Italian brand is going to go down that route, but would you want to see it?
Yeah, you never know. I mean, they've produced a new bike recently, which has been really a big game changer, so you never know. I think potentially they could do something like that.
Amazing. And finally, 23mm tyres, rim brakes, 130 psi. Were the old days the good days?
I don't know about that. I think respect to them, but I would not want to do that.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Jasper, nothing too much different about your bike for today apart from the 32mm tyres. Do you not feel like you need to change much?
No, the bike is good. Just the tires really important for Roubaix, but for the rest, we don't like to change too much.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, yeah.
No, don't worry.
Fred, thank you very much for talking to us. The trend this year seems to be going for wider and wider tyres. You yourself have been quite a leader in that almost, going with 34 ASTRs. Are you sticking with that this year?
Yeah, to be honest, I had a pretty clean run last year, so not much has changed. I've kept with the similar pressure, similar setup, same tyres, and yeah, I really like them. I think just it's worth, you know, sacrificing that little bit of wattage on the flat part for the gains on the cobbles. So yeah, it's they are wide, and there's a few of the drags early on in this crosswind that I might be like, I'm regretting my decision. But no, when you get to the cobbles, it really makes a difference. Like we did a lot of recons, and I've had no problems with blisters or anything like that. So that's yeah. There you go.
I personally wanted 40mm tyres. Cycling News have been doing a few bits about it. They seem to be quite comfy, quite fast. Would you consider going that wide?
To be honest, I think actually with the 35s, you get everything you need. I mean, anyway, the bikes we got, we're quite lucky in that we can fit 35s on our bikes. I mean, some teams, because of the aero models, you can't actually fit such wide tyres. So 40 seems a bit extreme, I would say. I don't know, because bearing in mind we are hitting these sectors really fast. When you go 60k an hour on cobbles, or say 50k an hour on cobbles, the faster you go, the easier it gets. So maybe I mean, we might see in the future if we get some really fast 40mm tyres, but I think at the moment it's 35s is already pushing the limits to how big you want to go.
And then I'm thinking 23s at 130 psi rim brakes. Do you want to go back to the old days?
I mean,
weren't they good?
It would be interesting, that's for sure. I think, I mean, certainly would make it a bit more gritty, a bit more old school. I mean,
I think your hands would have a few problems after that.
Yeah, I think they definitely would.
Lizzie, 40mm tyres. You've been a rider that's seen so much progression in tyre tech and tyre width. 40mm tyres, too much?
No idea, never tried them. I wish I could say I was a tyre expert. All I know is my Pirelli 32s are spot on.
We're getting the nod. And then old days, 23mm tyres, rim brakes. Go back to the good old days?
No, thank you. No, I mean they can next year for all I care.
Lovely, good luck. You guys were maximising your tyre clearance, really pushing those bikes to the limit. Is that the way to get through Roubaix?
I really need to say that in terms of material we were set up very, very good. For example, compared to my last years, and it makes me super happy that the team is working on all departments, also the technical side, and it's a fantastic project here with Tudor Pro Cycling, so it's just the beginning.
So it wouldn't be a case for you of going back to the good old days of rim brakes and 25mm tyres?
No, I'm happy technology is advancing.
Lovely. Enjoy showers, mate. Okay, so 40mm tyres. What are you saying? Good, bad, ugly?
40? No, we don't need that.
But what if Specialized could make a tyre, because they make the Roubaix that takes a 38. Maybe if they could make a road bike that takes a 40, pure comfort for the cobbles.
Yeah, but racing is not all about comfort, so maybe for an easy ride, but not for today.
So maybe a cafe ride.
Yeah, better.
But what about 23mm tyres, 130 psi rim brakes, good old days?
Okay, maybe I'm happy that it's not 23 anymore, but if I see the pictures from a few years ago and they were still riding like that, yeah, it's pretty epic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Today, would you... There's some singing going on in the bus.
Yeah.
You boys are up for it. 40mm tyres seem to be coming into the sport. Would you consider running them today?
I didn't even know that you could run 40mm tyres, to be honest. I thought it was limited to say like 35. I mean, yeah, I've not ridden like too much cobbles, but yeah, generally it's normally comfier the wider you go. But then there's still 210k of road, so you can't. There's a balance in there.
And then, it would take look to make a bike like that for you to run those tyres. Would you love to see that with road bikes, kind of accepting those widths?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think already 32 seems really wide. I don't know how much you can actually fit in them. It looks pretty on the limit. But yeah, I mean, it seems to be going that way, doesn't it? Lots of bike brands now are making things wider. So yeah.
Or it could be 130 psi in a 25 or a 23 and rim brakes. Do you want to go back to the good old days of bike racing?
I can't lie. I do quite like the older bikes. I think, generally I do prefer the look of maybe some of the old bikes from like 25
2014, 2015, those sort of years. But no, these ones clearly feel a lot quicker to ride and a lot comfier as well.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Right.
Kind of unfair because we're grabbing this rider while they're on the rollers. What do you make of 40mm tyres?
40mm tires?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's big.
Yeah.
Does it fit in our bikes?
Not currently, but would you want your bike manufacturer Factor to make a bike that could accommodate that?
I don't know. I think you have to find the best of both ways, because we need to ride around 60k on the asphalt as well. So you also don't want to lose that much energy there.
Or would you rather just go back to, say, like 23mm tyres, rim brakes, the good old days?
I love the rim brakes still. But no, now I'm riding on 30. Last year 32. So we will see.
Amazing. Amazing interview skills on the rollers as well. Would you ever consider running 40mm on this race?
I think it depends which part of the race you're going to go for. I think if you're a favourite, like if you take the guys that are going to race from behind in the final, then maybe they should go for a wider tyre because their race is made more on the cobbles. If you're going for the breakaway a bit more, maybe you should stay with a narrower tyre because your race is a bit more spread over the asphalt and the cobbles. But then I don't actually know what the rules are on how wide you're allowed to go. So, I mean, I think we're on 32s, so...
Can confirm 32s. Sky's the limit, really, in terms of width. But if Cannondale made a bike that would take 40mm, would you kind of think about using them?
I'm always really open to trying new tech, and I love that stuff. So, yeah, sure, no reason why not.
And then I assume I know your answer to this one, but 25mm, 23mm tyres, tubulars, 130 psi, rim brakes. Do you want to go back to the good old days?
Well, when I rode the Arenberg last year, we were on 32s with whatever low pressure we run, and I was like, this is ridiculous, but I can't imagine what it would have been like on 23s, 25s, even back in the day on like 19s or whatever. Crazy.
So you're quite happy with your setup now?
Yeah, I'm happy that I've come in at this point of cycling.
Lovely. Good luck today.
Cheers.
40mm tyres, like big tyres,
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And would you want Factor to make a bike that could actually accommodate those tyres, not just for Roubaix, but for normal racing? Just think of the comfort.
Yeah, the comfort, but then it would have to be as fast as well. I feel like that is I don't want to go too wide just for the comfort. I feel like the speed as well counts a lot. So yeah, I don't know.
And then finally, should we all just go back to the days of rim brakes, 23mm tyres, 130 psi?
No, I think right. I don't know how it would be riding the cobbles with that, but I think it must have been quite a different experience for sure.
I can tell you, it was very painful.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
you.
Good luck today.
Thanks.
Well, there we go. The pros are pretty happy with what they've got, apart from a few that might have liked the good old days. And one, a gravel racer, Rosa, who would love to go with 40mm tyres. But what do you think? What do you make of 40mm tyres? Let us know down in the comments below. And if you like this, remember to go out and check our amazing tech gallery video that is popping up just here. Like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.